champion number 1 Boise State Broncos and the Pac-12 runner-up number 12 Arizona Wildcats will meet in the Vizio Fiesta Bowl on ESPN. Arizona is a 4-point favorite in this game, and the over-under is sitting at 69 points. Despite a 10-3 straight-up record this season, the Wildcats have not fared well against the spread with a 5-8 record. In their 5 most recent matchups, the Wildcats went 4-1 straight up and 2-3 against the spread. Arizona struggled mightily against Oregon 51-13 in the Pac-12 championship game. Caleb Jones had a solid outing in the loss, totaling 2 catches for 71 yards and a touchdown. They ranked 24th in the nation with 34.8 points per game, making them one of the nation's most dynamic offenses. The Wildcats love to throw the ball. They rank 18th in the country with 39.5 throwing attempts per game. Turning to the Wildcats defense, a few key spots could be deciding factors this week. The Broncos will need to stop Arizona's defense from getting to their quarterback in order to be successful in this game. The Wildcats rank 14th in the nation in sacks with 2.9 per game. Across the field, the Boise State Broncos have a record of 11-2 straight up and 7-6 against the spread. Over their last 5 games, the Broncos have a straight up record of 5-0, but they are 2-3 against the spread for those betting with them. In the MWC championship game, Boise State beat Fresno State 51-13. Grant Hendrick had a great quality performance through the air for the Broncos, connecting on 9 of 16 pass attempts for 155 yards. He added 81 yards and 2 touchdowns on 9 carries. Offensively, they're a fun team to watch with an average of 39.8 points per game, the 9th-ranked scoring team in the country. The Wildcats have not found a lot of success stopping their opponent's passing game, though. The Broncos have probably taken notice of that and will look to abuse a pass defense that ranks 121st in Division I with 279.1 passing yards allowed per game. Switching gears to the Boise State defense, there are certain areas where they measure up well against the Wildcats. The Wildcats are matching up with Boise State's defense at an inopportune time. Over the last 5 games, Boise State's opponents have only averaged 189.6 yards through the air. The Broncos have been embarrassing their opponent's offensive line this year, as Boise State's defense ranks 14th in the country with an average of 2.9 sacks per game. At the Bang the Book Betting Center, we predict that the Boise State Broncos will win this game both straight up and against the spread, and that this game will go over on the game total. Don't forget that the Bang the Book Betting Center is your best resource for information before you make your weekly assault on the sportsbooks.